this show's all about fuck-ups, right? So we could get into the good stuff that you're doing today. I wanted to take you right back. So we were just talking before we started recording about where you started your career. And you actually started in Leeds, which I didn't know for a start. With Vicky and I were talking about it with you, weren't we? And you started at a company called Cow PR, right?
Yeah, so I trained as a journalist, and then I went into a bit of freelance journalism, realised there was absolutely no money in freelance journalism at that point. So I ended up kind of just looking for a role and was offered a job as a PR assistant, PR exec at Cow PR. So literally just 3 doors down the road from here. That was a really great insight into actually understanding consumer PR. But unfortunately, the office shut down, so it ended up moving off to London. I went from kind of Cow PR over to Ministry of Sound.
So, and during that time, obviously you've shared something, and you worked with the French DJ Bob Sinclair. What happened? Come on, fill me in.
So I think I was in that mindset when I kind of went over to Ministry of Sound and kind of in my early career of going like, creative idea, got an idea, I'm just going to run with it. Yeah. I'm just going to absolutely go full steam. And I think the Bob Sinclair moment for me was probably the real turning point of going, you might have an idea, but before you just go off and do it, maybe just do a bit of due diligence, look at some data, work out some analysis of what's working and what do people want. So he's a French DJ who's come to the club. I thought, wouldn't people love to know, like, translations of things people say at the club in French? So let's do.
It's quite
French.
A character as well, isn't he?
Yeah, he is, and he was a lovely guy as well. To be fair to him, we thought, we'll do like French lessons by Bob. So we had cameras, we created like little whiteboards and chalkboards. It was, I think, at that point, and he would kind of do little French lessons. So there was this 10-part series that I'd had set up. After the first two,
how long did this take you to?
Yeah, and what channel are you running this on?
Yeah,
so this was predominantly through Facebook at this point. So that was our biggest platform.
Like a Facebook Live, or was before that?
It was Facebook posts. So this was just literally just Facebook posts.
Welcome to French with Bob.
Yeah, and that's it. And it had like if you imagine probably like a cartoony style kind of like graduation hat on and things like that.
Yeah.
So there was a bit of a theme behind it. I was loving it. I thought I was onto a winner. And then what I quickly realised was that actually, 18-year-old people who love just going to the club, they don't really care about that. They just want to see really good pictures of the nightclub and people partying in the nightclub. So I posted my first one. Usually we got around about 800 to 1,000 likes at that point per picture. This one, I think, 50. Like literally bombed. And I was sat there with my boss going,
imagine you sat there.
Well, let's just give the second one a try and see. Second one went similar, like no one.
How much time did you spend on doing it?
I probably spent a good couple of weeks worth.
However, right, I think you could have just been ahead of your time there, because on TikTok now with that Gen Z audience,
French with Bob.
I think
let's bring it back.
Let's
bring it back.
You were just 10 years too soon.
She's right. She's got a point.
I think you were ahead of the game.
Yeah, I like that phrase. I think I'm going to instead of a fail, just a bit of an early adopter innovator.
Too early.
But I can imagine that. Yeah, when you've put your heart and soul into something and you think it's going to work.
So I posted it, bombed twice, and then just had to cull it. Just literally had to pull it. And I think that's kind of for me going. I went in with an idea, just brainstormed some ideas, kind of didn't even check going. What do people want? What's the content people are engaging with? Do a bit of testing. Let's see what people actually want to see. And then it was probably my worst campaign I've done.
Well, the truth, the moral of the story there is test, isn't it? Because I mean, if you test whatever you test, not everything works, and you've tested something and it didn't work.
And just doing a bit of look at the data before you come up with an idea. I think again we can get really caught into doing creative brainstorms, but insight's got to drive a lot of it. And I think I've really transitioned into understand the insights and then let that lead the creative brainstorm. Instead of just going straight in with what ideas does everyone have and picking a very subjective which one do we really like.